guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the lovely London girl, and in today's video we'll be testing out the new Makeup Revolution concealers. Now, I have seen a thumbnail of this concealer on Alyssa Ashley's page, but I haven't watched the video because I didn't want her thoughts to taint my thoughts. So I thought, as soon as I saw a thumbnail, I thought I'm gonna go and get the foundation or the concealer, and that's what I did. So I have the C14 and C15 shades. I think they do go all the way down to C18, and C18 is a very deep ebony colour, which I'm really excited about. But unfortunately, when they launched in my local store, it didn't launch with every single shade, so I wasn't able to get darker shades than C15. So I only have C14 and C15. From the looks of it, C15 can be a base colour and C14 can be a highlight shade. So I'll be testing out those two shades for you, and stay tuned if you want to see how they turned out. So I quickly popped on some earrings just so I could be a little bit more presentable. And no, I'm not naked. I'm wearing like a bra top and an oversized plaid shirt, so don't worry, I'm not naked, don't worry. So just quickly, I just want to show you a few things that I've got in my skincare. These are really new, like literally today new, but they've made my skin feel so much nicer. And so I've been using The Ordinary. In my previous video I showed you a few of the Ordinary things that I use. Now those are serums slash acids, and they can be quite stripping on the skin, and what I felt to do was actually get appropriately moisturizing things to counteract that. So what I did was I went into Superdrugs today when I went to go and get the concealer, and I asked the lady what is good for dry skin. Now typically I don't have dry skin in the summer or the warmer months, but this winter, especially since I've been doing chemical skincare, my skin has gotten really dry, and also I have like spots, like a few like spots in random parts of my skin. I have an ingrown hair here that won't disappear. So my skin's not perfect, but it also isn't the worst. But I mean, since using the chemical peels, it's, you know, I feel like I need to up my moisturization game. Anyway, so what I got was the Superdrugs Vitamin E range, and so I got the Gentle Oatmeal Exfoliator, rich in natural vitamin E, high in antioxidants, and it defends the skin against environmental damage, and it's for normal to dry skin. I also have the Vitamin E Skincare Moisture Boost Facial Serum, and it's the same aforementioned benefits in the scrub, and it's for normal to dry skin. And I also have the Vitamin E Skincare Intensive All Over Body Cream, and it's for 24-hour moisturization, and it's for dry to very dry skin. And then lastly, I have the Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist, and it's for normal to dry skin. So I've already used the facial scrub to exfoliate my skin, I've used the serum to add a bit of moisture, and then I've also gone in with the all over body cream on my face as the final moisturizer. And before we get on to do the foundation or the concealer test slash review, I'm gonna just spray my face with the Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist. I hope you can see that. It smells like coconut, which I really like, and it also has the same smell as the all over body cream. The other two don't have a smell, I believe. This smells quite nice as well. I think it's quite coconutty. So guys, now that I've done my skincare, let's move on to the concealer. I'm also going to show you just my neck and my chest so you can see how the colour correlates to the rest of my body. I do have hyperpigmentation on my neck and my face, as I've mentioned before, and I'm using skincare to kind of just balance out my skin tone, but it's nothing too serious, and you can always use makeup to cover it up. So let's get started. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to show you what the concealer looks like on my chest. C15 is what I think would be a good base colour, is the applicator. Now I don't have Tarte's Shape Tape, so I can't make a comparison. Neither do I have any products that have the doe foot applicator, like the typical one, but I think this would be classed as a doe foot applicator. It is quite big, quite large, so it'll be easy for you to apply your concealer on, and it's a little bit flexible. So it's a little bit flexible as well, look. Can you see? A little bit flexible, so that can, I guess, move around your skin. I'm trying to get the camera to like angle down, but it's not doing it, so you have to bear with me. So without exposing myself too much. This is what C15 looks like. Now I would say that this is a fairly neutral shade, maybe leaning more towards the cooler side as well, with slightly red undertones. Now I'm not a makeup guru, nor am I an expert, so that's just my take on it. Okay, so just going through the foundations that I do wear. This is the C15 in Makeup Revolution concealer. This is the Revlon 440 Color Stay, and then we have the ordinary foundation in 3.2R. Then we have the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in 360 Mocha. Next we have the Fenty Beauty in 450, and then we have the Black Opal in Suede Mocha. So you can see, I don't know what I was doing with this shade over here, mate. Don't ask me. This is really yellow, but it's such a yellow that it makes me look kind of green. But I can pretty much get away with 1, 2, 3 and 4. Fenty Beauty, I'm still not sure about it. I feel like if I went darker it would have been too red on me, and no way would I have gone lighter, so I'm still figuring out whether I like it or not. I'm not too sure. I like this one, but it does give me too much of an orangey finish. I think I really it's between the Revlon Color Stay 440 and then the L'Oreal 9.5 or 10, I believe, 10 neutral I think it is. So yeah, I really like those colors. Also I used to use this color as well quite a bit, but as you can see it's slightly too red for my skin tone. This is actually really great for a contour color for me, or a bronzing color for me. Just really quickly, I just wanted to show you my highlight shade. So I got the C14 in the Makeup Revolution highlight shade, and just next to it is the L'Oreal 8 Warm, and then this is the LA Pro Conceal in Toast. And all of these two, they both look good on me. This one is clearly more orange, so it has a different effect, and this one is clearly more neutral, on the neutral pinky side maybe almost. So yeah, I really like these two concealers, and if you can see, this one is closer to the Toast than it is to the L'Oreal. So let's see how it plays out on the face. Okay, so I'm going in with C15 and I'm going to dot that on one side of my face and work side by side, because apparently these dry really quickly according to the lady in the shop. So let's get started. I don't know why I keep on saying let's get started. I've said that like at least 3 times.
Never wrong, thought I was never wrong, and better off just wanting less, but I know all of me.
I'm gonna reserve my judgments for the end, so I'm taking notes in my head, but I'll let you know at the end what I think about the smell, the texture, everything else like that, okay? I don't know why I have this weird accent as well, like, weird. Anyway, so now I applied the concealer to one side of my face. I don't even normally use as much foundation, but just so that you guys can get a really good feel of what it looks like, full coverage, etc, etc.
That depends, no ifs, just when now, throwing cash into the wind now.
It does dry really fast. That's what I'm picking up straight away, so I would definitely
Lines.
not wait too long before you blend it out. So this is what it looks like, one side, and this is the other side without anything on my face whatsoever. I realized I didn't really prime, but I did use a moisturizing mist, so my bad. Okay guys, so I've applied one side of my face. I'm just going to go in and do the other side, and then we'll do the rest of my face, and I'll come back with my final thoughts on this concealer.
24, never wrong, thought I was never wrong, and better off just wanting less, but I know all of me wanted more, yeah.
Okay guys, I've zoomed you in, and just from first impressions with just applying a base layer, I really do like how it finishes. Now in real life it's looking less orange in the camera and more neutral and more matching my chest color. And see here, you can see a line of demarcation with my ear and my scalp. I don't really bother with like putting makeup on my ears and stuff, but if you want, you can always blend it in your hairline and make things work that way. But honestly, I think for a £4 concealer, just the shade match as well, it's not the perfect shade match, and as I said, it didn't go lower than C15 in my store, so maybe C16 might be a better shade match for me, I'm not sure, but just this I think is a pretty good shade already. But just as a first impression so far, I don't know if you can tell, but it's drying down, and as it's drying down, I think the colours change just a little bit. And I just want you to note that there's a difference between oxidization and drying time. Oxidization only occurs with foundations or products with oil in it, and the drying down time occurs, I'm assuming, with water-based products. So don't get confused between the two. It's a matte finish. It is a matte finish. It has a slight, like from 1 to 10 tackiness, it's like a 1. It's just a slight tackiness, but then again, it could be my moisturizing mist that I applied beforehand, so you never know. It's not uncomfortable on the skin at all. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. I'm already giving my review, I haven't even finished yet, but I just want you guys to know right now, it's lightweight. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything heavy. I'm doing this to my face just so I can see how it feels. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing like a cloak of foundation. I feel like this is full coverage, and you guys saw that my face and my neck is darker than my body, and you saw how that concealer really did cover up just my skin. You know, there really isn't that many marks on my face, but there was darkness here that I think it's covered up pretty well with my ingrown hair. Yeah, even under my eye was slightly dark. I feel like it has done a good job of just covering my face and giving it a nice base. I think perhaps, I don't know if you can see, I'll try and zoom in. Can you see here? If you have deep set lines, this might settle into them, but then you can always combat that by concealing or moisturizing here a little bit more, or avoiding this area altogether and being a bit more light-handed with it. Now my skin normally doesn't have these lines, but because it's going through a dry moment, these lines are appearing, so that's just something to note. And again, yeah, it's ever so sticky, ever so tacky, sorry. It's not sticky, so I like it so far. In terms of the smell, it has a chemical smell, but I just don't know what to describe it as. It's a chemical smell. It's not like, if you put it to your eye, that's not burning my eye at all. There's no like acetone type, you know, smell or aroma coming out, so it's not anything that will irritate your skin of anything like that. It is kind of thick. It's quite thick, but again, it's like a moussey thick, so it's quite lightweight on your skin. You really don't feel like you're wearing anything, and I'm really surprised and really satisfied by that. So let's go on. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and then we'll go on to do the under eye. You guys should really listen to Emily Sandé if you don't already. I think she's amazing. What's your favorite Emily Sandé song if you do listen to her? I have quite a few actually. There's one that's called Give Me Something, and it goes
I guess I got caught in the rough and tumble. I didn't mean to cause no trouble at all. I'm just so sick of the dream that's silly. It doesn't feel like heaven at all. So give me something. I need something. Give me something. I can't believe it. Fell in love with fear.
And now I'm going to use the C14 to just conceal my eyebrows.
Oh God, forgive me. Have mercy on me. Oh, it's not
Hello Kitty, why the long fade? Keep on standing in the same place. New coupons riding.
Okay guys, I've come back from doing the rest of my makeup and I'm zoomed in this close just so you can see how flawless I think this concealer is. Now, the concealer is £4. £4. I think it's 100% worth it. They come from light all the way till deep. They have 18 shades and I'll just read you what the brand describes it as. It says the concealer for everyone, 18 shades ranging from fair to deep in cool, neutral and warm undertones. Lightweight yet full coverage concealer to cover blemishes, even skin tone and counteract dark circles with a matte finish that won't settle in your fine lines or accentuate your pores. Long wearing intense pigment that can also be used to contour and add definition. Our large doe foot applicator allows for smooth application that won't drag on the delicate skin under the eyes. Now I agree, it definitely is full coverage, it definitely is lightweight, it definitely was delicate underneath my eyes. I didn't feel as though it was dragging the skin underneath there, and also it was slightly flexible to move along the contours of your face. It's a good size for what the price is. And I think there are many companies who sell products this size for a lot more money. So I think it's definitely worth the price. And especially if you don't like it, Superdrugs has this policy that you can take it back and get your full refund. So it's worth trying out for £4 just to see if you like it, especially for my deeper girls, because I would say C14 is when it starts to get like quite brown. On the deeper side, and then you've got C14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So you've got not the most, but you've got, I think that's 5 shades to play around with, or 4 shades to play around with. So definitely just go into your local store and swatch them on your fingers, on your hands, sorry, just to see if you like it. And if you don't like it, if you get it from Superdrugs, I know at least you can get your money back. Of course, this is not a sponsored video, so I make no money from telling you to go and get it, but I do think it's a good bargain for £4. Primark came through the £2 concealers. Still this day, I haven't been able to get my shade, so I haven't been able to review that one. But I mean, this is the next best thing, I think, and it's £4. You can't really complain about that. It's a bargain. This is what it looks like, guys, after 2 hours. I think it really like came together. Got friends in the background. But yeah, I really like it. I think it came together, and it's slightly orangey, but that's like the concealer on my chin and underneath my eyes, and then the powder I used to set it. But the actual shade itself, can you see? It's actually a pretty decent shade. Okay guys, so I'm out and I'm on my way to the London Lumiere Lights show. Not sure if you can see me, but I'm just gonna keep walking. So yeah, I am rocking the face that I did earlier on. It's not even late, it's just dark because it's winter. So I'm meeting up with Fuxing, a friend of mine, and then we're gonna go to the light show and have something to eat. So I'll just take you along with me. It should be fun. Yeah. Where's Fuxing? Find Fuxing. Where's Wally? Oh yes. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh but they're so pretty. Look, you got the butterflies. But what's the whole point of this anyway? Look at this, look. How many people are here? But why is everyone out tonight? Well, we're out tonight, that's one reason, you know. They had the same idea as we had. Let's go to Leicester Square.
One more time. Remix.
What happened?
solo stick.
What is this? Kimchi! Guys, we are in kimchi and we are finally seated and I'm having a look at the menu. Oh yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of cold noodles. I'm hashtag triggered right now. We've got the bibimbap, udon, japtangbap, jambong, munang. I slaughtered that word. That's it. Okay guys, this is the end of the video and the vlog. This is how the makeup held up. So yeah, I hope you've seen it. It's nice though, isn't it? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Be free and love yourself. Were you laughing?